I'm going to show you how to get the Stone-Sheathed Sword and then transform it into either the Sword of Light or Dark. So to begin with, you're going to be going to 3 separate altars. We're going to begin with the Fog Rift Catacombs. The order of the altars does not matter for a very simple reason. As soon as you grab the Stone-Sheathed Sword from any of these locations, it will then no longer, of course, be available at the other 2 altars, and they will turn into an altar of light and an altar of dark. So what we're going to do is we are going to be going to the 3-path cross, across the bridge, to the castle front, go up, and here we are at Fog Rift Catacombs. This is going to be the earliest one you can get a hold of, theoretically, so I'm going to go ahead and start here. And I really, really like how it's hidden. I noticed something was up when I played through this area, and to be honest, I just didn't go back. I didn't go back, and as soon as I saw about this sword and found out how you get to this altar, I was so mad at myself because I would have discovered this one, and it made me so mad. I meant to go back. It was late at night. You're gonna, if you haven't seen this yet, you're going to really enjoy how they hit it. I think it's really cool. So right here, it kind of teaches you. Boom, up there. You see how there's actually like a place up there you can go. So let's go ahead and trigger this again so you can see it up there. So how they hid this, I don't even know how you're supposed to dodge it. I'm an idiot there, but you're gonna go down to the next floor. So there's a flat layer on top, and it teaches you right there, if you're careful, if you're slow, that you could theoretically get on top of it. And we're gonna use that again. And I love little hidden secrets like this in games. So we're gonna head through, and we're gonna head this way. And this one really makes it a lot easier. So, as you can see, there's an elevated platform over there, and that's going to be our ticket. So we're going to go in here. Dodge. We're going to go in here. Do not fall in the hole. You can get back up, but if you fall in the hole, it sucks. You know, be careful. Don't fall in the hole. And then what we're going to do is just go in here. Just be safe. Fall down. And we're going to go up here. And once you get up here, go ahead and dispatch the enemies that might be in your way. Come on. No, no. You don't have to defeat them technically, but obviously it makes things easier. Alright, so here it goes again. Oh, and I missed the door. You're gonna have to go in that door. Alright, so let's do it again. Alright, so we just gotta get it timed right. I think this is really cool. Come on. Come on. I went up here without grabbing this, without defeating anything somehow. My first time through, and now I'm going to mess it up. So it is timing based. It's fine. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to be up right against the edge. We're going to make it in this time. Yeah, stand up on the ledge. Okay. Okay, now we're going to not look up. We're just going to look forward. I don't want to cut it out because then, you know, you might think you're doing something wrong. When you're not, it's just get up on the ledge and stare forward. Open this up. You don't have to, but, I mean, there's a reward here. So now, it go down again. So now, we are on the ceiling, and this is cool to me. And there's an altar. And if we go to the altar, the Stone-Sheathed Sword. And this is altar number 1. And again, as I said, you don't have to go here first. Sword that none can pull from its scabbard of cracked stone, relic of a lost civilization with a long time past, said to have served ritual purposes at altars of light and darkness. And if you're wondering, where does this go? Go wee. And you can go Ghost Glove Ward 5. And there we go. So, I'm going to be heading to the next altar for you. Here's how to get to the second altar. Now, you're going to be going from the Shadow Keep. You're going to be taking the coffin down to the castle watering hole. If you don't know how to get here, if you haven't been to this area, there's other videos on how to do it. I'm not going to show you. There's a huge amount of the map that actually unlocks from this. So if you haven't done it yet, for sure, do it. And we're going to be at right here, the castle watering hole, which is basically immediately after you do this. And you're going to see there's a whole bunch of, like, destroyed golems around here. Like these right here, you can pick up materials. Now, what you're going to have to do is actually craft yourself a hefty furnace pot. So you're going to need a hefty cracked pot. You're going to need a red flesh mushroom, ember of mesmer, and a furnace visage. Now, there are furnace visages all over the place in your this area, and also just the game in general. You should have them by this point, I think, just by exploring. And there's going to be this golem here. And you're going to see this golem is just, not up and running. But he's blocking something. You can see there's no way in. I got really confused when I first came to this area because I was wondering, how do I do this? If you go and explore around, you'll notice it's just pretty obvious. Something's in there, right? Something's in there. You're going to want in there. So how you have to do it is you have to go over here. And we're going to go up here. And we're going to go, and at this point, you can actually stand here in this ledge. And this is very interesting. Like, I noticed it when I was here. I was trying to jump on top of this guy, and it kept kicking me out, which made me think something was going on. And I was right to think that. So I made a hefty pot. I'm going to go ahead and use. Golem wakes up. Now, at this point, you can defeat it. Or you can run through. And now we have this interesting area. Pretty cool. Go in here. Make sure you grab this. Haha, I got defeated. And just mentioning that because you might miss it if you didn't grab it there. So you see now the golem is still alive. You can defeat him if you need to, if he's going to cause problems when you're inside. But we're just going to be heading to the altar. If I die again, I'll probably just cut it and defeat the golem and come back. Alright, so... And right here is the altar. So now I have a Sword of Darkness. So we're going to go ahead and teleport back, and I'm going to go and show you this sword real quick. Show you the inventory, things like that. Sword of Darkness, pulled from a stone scabbard at an altar. From the quick of the root, wandering coils of darkness coalesce and release their eddies and vortices, giving form to the dark blade. And unique skill is Darkness. Raid the sword aloft and cleave surrounding with darkness. Deals holy damage and temporary reduces holy damage negation. So it's actually a debuff, which is pretty cool, actually, for what I've been doing, kind of, I think. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and... can I equip it? I should be able to equip it. I think I have the stats. But, actually, I do. I don't have the stats. So that sucks. Okay, cool. Can I just, dual wield it then? So now we're going to be heading to the final altar. Now, this is going to be at the Raw Ancient Ruins East. You're basically going to head across the bridge, and you're just going to follow the path until you get to this site of grace, which is the Raw Ancient Ruins West. This is going to be going from the Viaduct Minor Tower out from the Shadow Keep. You'll get here through the story. If you have issues getting here, there's actually a rune farming method right here. So many guides how to get to this exact location. You're just heading a little bit farther in. So now, this is going to be dangerous, to say the least. If you try to rush it. I'm going to be very honest with you. I do not recommend you rush this area. You're probably going to be defeated. and fail, and it'll be faster to just clear it. So I'm going to show you why, like where the issue is, and we're going to get through it. So we're going to head over here, and when we get up to here, there's going to be these guys that are going to look real familiar to you. Yeah, these guys. And they are going to be a bit of a problem if you don't defeat them. So as you can see, I'm taking a ton of damage. Go ahead and defeat the first one at least. He seems to aggro on you really early, and I'm just going to hopefully make it through the rest. Clearing it would be best. Clearing it, being careful, dodging around, trying to not get hit by the threads, of course, is what you're going to want to do. I think if you get close to that guy, particularly, he doesn't seem to use threads, which is pretty nice. And what you're going to be doing here is we're going to be heading across this invisible bridge. So here is the last altar. Go ahead and turn around, make sure nothing's following me, of course. And as you can see, I already have the Sword of Darkness. So what you'll do is you'll walk up, and you can just make it the Sword of Light. It's that easy. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Sword of Light, pulled from its stone scabbard at an altar. From the root, quick of the root, unwavering rays of light intersect and reflect to give the silver blade form. Unleashes light carved in the armoment's blade. Send the sword aloft to lose the shining light of those whose many rays swept through the surrounding area. Also temporarily boosts one's holy attack. So this is a holy attack booster. It actually boosts your holy damage. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and equip that. Yeah, it's fine. And we're going to go ahead and do this. Do this. And now we can show you, maybe, how do you, there we go. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I actually hadn't watched anyone use it yet. So yeah, it's a bunch of laser beams. I don't know if they shotgun, but that's pretty cool. It'd be neat to use both weapons in a build. You know, use the debuff and then swap to this. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, what do you think? Which one do you like more? I'm personally, I hate to say this, I like the darkness because I can use the debuff and then use something else, which is actually now going to be an issue because I got to go back to the other altar. Now, if you're wondering, well, what causes what altar to be what? As far as I'm aware, it's random, right? As far as I'm aware. So, just, you know, if you're only wanting the darkness altar, you might never even have to come here. If you're only wanting the light altar, you might never have to come here. But it's available. It's an option. You can always swap back and forth. And all of your upgrades, if you make it a plus 10, it will transfer. So you don't have to worry about that. Hopefully, this helps you out, getting you what you need. And check out my other content. I have a bunch of other stuff covered